Good morning, and please be seated. Before we begin the formal ceremony, Dr. Richard C. Benson, President of the University of Texas at Dallas, has a special message.
Thank you, Dean Underwood. On May 3rd, our university lost its greatest champion, Mrs. Margaret McDermott. This past week has been a bittersweet one for UT Dallas. We are so sorry to say goodbye to our incomparable friend, while at the same time we rejoice that for the whole of this university's life and for half of her 106 years, Mrs. McDermott devoted herself to making UT Dallas one of the nation's finest universities. She so loved us. The McDermott name and legacy that goes with it can be found in every corner of the university. Mrs. McDermott wanted the best and the brightest to come to UT Dallas, and they did. You did. She supported academic excellence and helped to transform our campus into one that is both welcoming and beautiful. I encourage you when you leave here today to take a moment on the Mall to reflect on the legacy of Margaret McDermott, especially as you enjoy the beautiful reflecting pools and the flowering magnolia trees. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Benson. As we continue with our ceremony, let me remind you to silence your cell phones and to be courteous to those around you by quietly attending to the speakers throughout the ceremony. During the presentation of graduates, we encourage you to express your pride by applauding and cheering. This is a wonderful day for everyone, graduates, parents, family, and friends. Thank you for being here, and please enjoy the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, as University Marshal, it is my distinct privilege to introduce to you the Provost of the University of Texas at Dallas, Dr. Inga Musselman.
Thank you, Dean Underwood. Good morning. Graduates, families, friends, and UT Dallas students, staff, and faculty, welcome to the University of Texas at Dallas Spring Commencement Ceremonies. This week, we are awarding Bachelors, Masters, and Doctoral degrees in the fields of arts and humanities, arts technology and emerging communications, behavioral and brain sciences, economic, political, and policy sciences, engineering and computer science, interdisciplinary studies, management, and natural sciences and mathematics. Our ceremony this morning affirms the success of UT Dallas's core educational mission as a great, multifaceted research university. Teaching, as well as research, that is what we do best at our university. Teaching at UT Dallas is not a secondary priority. Commencement, of course, means the beginning, not the ending, of a new life. The circle of life involves any number of new beginnings: a birth, a wedding, a new job, a treasured research grant, and graduation from college. These are generally happy occasions filled with joy and anticipation for the future, but few of us share the same perspective. For some of you, a new job waits. For others, it is years of more education. Some of you are heading for the armed services. Others will be launching a professional career. And yet others already hold jobs and came to UT Dallas to gain new knowledge. Whatever your path, for all of you, tomorrow is a new day. And for your parents and your grandparents, today's commencement may honor your family's first ever college graduate. Wow, think of that. For other parents, today marks the end of a long line of children who have marched across the commencement stage. Let's hope for these exhausted and relieved families that the future looks bright as well. For myself, I am in the midst of such a march. One child is completing medical residency, Another has launched into a doctoral program, while my youngest has yet to enroll in college. I am not looking for sympathy, because what is most special for me today is to celebrate your graduation from UT Dallas, and that is pretty special. And so, let the festivities begin. Congratulations, one and all. I now have the privilege of introducing some colleagues in the stage party. I will ask them to stand and remain standing, and I ask you, the audience, to please hold your applause until the introductions are complete. Richard Benson, President. Hobson Wildenthal, Executive Vice President. Terry Pankratz, Vice President for Budget and Finance. Amanda Rockow, Vice President for Public Affairs. John Walls, Vice President for Communications. Jessica Murphy, Dean of Undergraduate Education. Previously introduced as University Marshal, Marion Underwood, Dean of Graduate Studies. Dennis Dean, Dean of the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences. Carol Cerulli Lanham, Assistant Dean of EPPS. George Fair, Dean of the School of Interdisciplinary Studies. Tanya Wissinger, Associate Dean of Interdisciplinary Studies, Council for Undergraduate Education. Speaker of the Academic Senate, Dr. Murray Leaf. And a sincere thanks to the other faculty participating from the schools represented on stage. Please also stand to be recognized. Please be seated. To introduce today's student speaker, it is my pleasure to welcome Dr. George Fair, Dean of the School of Interdisciplinary Studies.
Our student speaker came to us from Mansfield Timberview High School in Arlington, Texas, and is graduating today summa cum laude with a degree in healthcare studies and a double minor in biology and psychology. Over 4 years at the University of Texas at Dallas, she has had the privilege of being involved and engaged in many aspects of the campus community. Those involvements started with the Undergraduate Success Scholars Program, where she found a wealth of knowledge in how to better herself, as well as a group of people who have supported her throughout her college experience. She has had the opportunity to give back to this program through investing time as a mentor, family leader, and the head of the social committee. She also served as the helmsman of UTD's NCAA women's basketball team. Her entire objective was to steer her team toward victories on the court, as well as victories in life. Her affiliation with the athletic department extends, as she served first as vice president of the Student Advisory Committee and then held the presidency in her last year. She was further humbled with the good fortune to lead her peers as vice president of the Minority Association for Pre-Medical Students so that she could help cultivate the next generation of culturally competent medical leaders. She also took on the event coordinator role in the African Student Union and sat on both the social and service committees of the Black Student Alliance to expand her service radius. In addition to chemistry and 2 neuroscience labs she worked in, she also served as a research intern at Texas Scottish Rite Hospital for Children under Dr. Amy McIntosh, studying comparisons in the metabolic oxygen consumption and functional outcomes of growing rod graduate patients to patients with adolescent idiopathic scoliosis that underwent posterior spinal fusion with instrumentation more than 2 years. The research was submitted for publication, on which she has first authorship. Over her time spent at the university, she has been endowed with both the Dean's Milestone Service Honor Award as well as a position on the Dean's List. She also incurred 4 academic all-conference recognitions, 4 Southwest Conference tournament appearances, 2 Southwest Conference tournament championships, and a national tournament Sweet 16 appearance. Following graduation, she plans to continue her education at the Texas A&M College of Medicine in pursuit of her lifelong dream of becoming a deliverer of hope to marginalized and forgotten persons. Please welcome your classmate, Megan A. Badigeau.
Thanks, Mom. Wow. Good morning, everyone. I'm incredibly excited and so honored to stand before you all today. To begin, congratulations on making it here. We conquered the journey and made it to this incredible moment. But if any one of you were like me, there were definitely a few moments where things seemed a little touch and go, and yet we still made it. So now, I would like to take a moment and thank all the people who supported us along the way. First, I want to thank God for the opportunity for all of us to be here. Then I want to thank all the family, friends, professors, advisors, coaches, mentors, deans, our police department, President Benson, and everyone else who was integral in getting us here. Your support was not only unparalleled, but for many of us, it was essential. But isn't it weird to think about how we get from one stage of life to another? So many little factors had to add up for us to get to this exact moment in time. Then it really gets me thinking, how did I get here? Well, for me, life began a bit unorthodox. After immigrating to America, my mom raised 4 kids on her own while broke and with minimal resources. Luckily for my brothers and I, my mom knows how to make it shake. And by shake, I mean making it work no matter what. Like some of my classmates here today, my mom worked 3 jobs to put herself through school and provide us for us. My mom continued like that well into my high school and college experience. But she still found time to be that supportive mom in the stands at my games, meets, band performances, and everything else in between. But do you guys want to know something funny? My mom is that foreign parent, that African mom at the UT Dallas women's basketball games, whoosh, go Comets, who didn't know anything about sports. So there she was in the stands at my basketball games, talking about touchdowns. Yepa, my Dora made a touchdown, my Dora made, that's my Dora! Me to myself, Mom, nobody made a touchdown. But again, like everyone who worked hard to be here in their cap and gown today, that woman knows how to make it shake, thrive in this life, live for a purpose, and pursue her passions. That's my mom. Now, we're Nigerian. And if you guys don't know, when you're Naija, your career path is a simple multiple choice equation. A, lawyer. B, engineer. Or C, doctor. A, B, or C, or continue. Luckily, UT Dallas supports all those paths and many others. However, my mom does what she wants. So she added option D, and she told me to become the president. Which kind of nonsense? To which I replied, Mommy, president of what? President of the United States. The United States of America. Mom. But in all seriousness, My mom has always been my rock. And whenever I told my mom I wanted to do something, her only condition was that I did it well. So I came here, to UT Dallas like all of you, and I dedicated the next chapter of my life to being a Comet. Over our time here, we accomplished so many things and we saw so many changes. I mean, honestly, our school looks completely different from when it did our freshman year. But we've also changed. Our school started to develop a culture I believe everyone in this room is proud of because we contributed to it. I remember when I first heard about UT Dallas, our university was solely known for its phenomenal chess team, which is still great. Don't do them, they're still great. But now, we've become a superpower in all of our sports, collecting 14 conference championships in our 13 NCAA teams since we started here. We developed meaningful school spirit, and we proudly hold up our whooshes. Whoosh gang, gang gang, gang gang, okay, okay. But most importantly, we grew hearts that yearned to serve whenever we were called. For example, in the face of the great tragedy that Hurricane Harvey presented, I witnessed Comets come together to provide whatever they could to support those affected. Over a 3-day period, we collected over 5 truckloads worth of goods and over $5,000 in funds in the hopes of supporting those who were affected. On that day, I didn't see just a couple of teams or clubs, but simply one group of Comets. Speaking of Comets, looking back, I'm sure a lot of us were a little sketched out by our mascot at some point. But, there's a but. If we think about it, maybe not his mascot or her mascot outfit, but us, as Comets, we're actually quite exquisite. A comet is a celestial entity that navigates a space it does not entirely understand, but burns fully nonetheless. That's us. That's what we've grown into. We aim to burn passionately with the will to forge on beyond any obstacle, seen or unseen. We all have fears and concerns for the future. We don't want to disappoint, and more so, we don't want to fail. But fellow graduates, I promise you, if I've learned anything with my time here as a Comet, it's that 1, failure is not only inescapable, but necessary. And 2, we must live in the present, as the present will quickly become the past. So, on the rare, very rare occasions that my teammates and I would lose a game, my coach would come into the locker room, pull out a marker, and write on the board, LOSS, and then just walk out. When she first did this, I thought she was being sadistic, but it actually stood for something. Learning, opportunity, stay strong. It takes strength, courage, and heart to push past the losses, but once we did, we gained so much more in understanding. We realized our weaknesses and worked on ourselves, and when we played again, we were better than when we started. So when that critical time came, we were able to claim that East Division championship title, okay? But it's experiences like that that taught me that life is a process. We do need to learn from our shortcomings when they do occur, but until then, continue passionately towards your dreams and embrace every moment of it. We're Comets. We're built for this, and we are well equipped to conquer anything. I have full faith in this because you made it here to this day and you survived. That is no easy feat. I see the people around you. I see them beaming with joy. I see them beaming with pride. You guys are persistent and supported. So why not pursue your dreams? You made it this far. Why not keep going? Why not give everything you've got regardless of the obstacles before you? It may be hard, but living a life without passion or purpose is a grotesque equation for a life full of misery and despair. A friend posed that question to me 4 years ago, and it stuck with me since. So I'd like to leave you all with this. Why not? Why not me? Why not you? Guys, why not us? Class of 2018, let's work hard, burn passionately, and fail from time to time, and change the world. Congratulations, this chapter is complete. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium your University President, Dr. Richard Benson.
Thank you, Megan. And when you do run for president, you'll get my vote. So graduating students, university colleagues, and most especially families and friends, welcome to UT Dallas. Before I begin, I also want to acknowledge those who are watching online, so welcome to you too. To everyone here in person or in spirit, thank you for partaking in this special day for our UT Dallas students. It is our goal to make this a singular day, one that you will forever remember with fondness. This spring, we've certified 2,393 bachelor's degrees, 2,090 master's degrees, 99 doctoral degrees, and 8 audiology degrees. Congratulations to you all. Yes. You have the added distinction of being a member of UT Dallas's largest graduating class. In fact, the class of 2018 is so large that we are holding 10 ceremonies over 3 days. You, luckily, only have to hear my remarks once. They're not so fortunate. Each student whose name will be announced during this ceremony has found support and encouragement from many sources, from our world-class faculty, from our attentive staff, and most especially from family members and friends. Many are with you today to share in your celebration. This is also a day when you earn a new title. You can proudly call yourselves a graduate of UT Dallas. This is an honor that you share with over 100,000 alumni around the world. One of my favorite things this time of year is to learn of the successes of our graduating classes. For example, among your colleagues in the School of Interdisciplinary Studies are healthcare studies majors who have been accepted into medical schools around Texas and around the country. And 55 graduates have earned certification through the Teacher Development Center. They will be teaching in school districts throughout North Texas. Several members of the UT Dallas debate team are students from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences. This year, the team advanced to the Sweet 16 round of the cross-examination. And many of you in EPPS took steps for your future careers through internships with major institutions like the Federal Reserve Bank or local agencies and civic organizations. Winning awards or earning coveted internships are important, but so is the work you've done as a volunteer, a mentor, a scholar. Our students are recognized nationally in a variety of arenas and for a variety of reasons. Among our graduates are many who have helped their peers or helped school children in the community, who have tutored senior citizens, who tended the community gardens, who volunteered at local agencies, and who competed across the country in the athletic arena. More than a few of you managed to raise families and hold down jobs while fulfilling the requirements to be seated here today. Many of you worked hard to graduate with minimal or no debt. I applaud your determination to balance being a student with having a life outside the classroom and the laboratory. What will you miss about your time at UT Dallas? What made it worth leaving the comfort of your home to show up? Was it engaging with others, maybe over a cup of coffee, or interacting with your professors in the classroom? Let's hear what some of your peers say that they will miss about UT Dallas.
I'm going to miss the amount of support and the community here that I've had all 4 years.
Definitely the staff. My AES advisor has helped me so much over the years, and I really wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her.
It's the fact that you're constantly challenged at UTD. You really don't get anything given to you for free, so you have to work extremely hard for what you have.
The Arts and Technology building.
TMOC.
Greek life and sorority life. Being a part of this campus that's all about innovation, and every semester a new building pops up.
And once you really go out and engage with people, you realize that there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of organizations out there that you can really connect with.
Being involved with a lot of the student organizations like the Chemistry Student Association.
The people in UT Dallas are one of a kind. We're such a diverse community, and it really becomes like a family.
People are kind and they challenge you and they push you to be better.
During college, I've made some of the best friends that I could ever ask for, and honestly, I couldn't have done this journey without them.
There's a lot of people here that I have really enjoyed getting to know, and they've made the college experience what it has been.
I feel like UTD is more like a home to me now. I think I'm just gonna miss everything, honestly.
It's the fact that it's been home for so long, and I know I'm really gonna miss it when I leave.
I'm gonna be watching it grow and can't wait to see what happens in the future.
Regardless of what you would say you will miss most about UTD, please know that we will miss you. Each of you has contributed to more than our growth. Your impact has been felt beyond our campus boundaries. So congratulations, Comets. We're proud of you. Please enjoy this special day and all that comes after. Whoosh. I now invite to the podium the Dean of Undergraduate Education, Dr. Jessica Murphy.
I would like to offer a special recognition of those students graduating with honors today. All candidates graduating with Latin honors, including cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Candidates, please be seated. Collegium 5 is UTD's 4-year honors program. I would like to invite all C5 graduates here to stand and be recognized. Candidates, please be seated. Phi Kappa Phi is the nation's oldest, largest, and most selective all-discipline honor society. All Phi Kappa Phi members, please stand and be recognized. Candidates, please be seated. It is now my honor to certify the candidates for undergraduate degrees. Will all candidates who are to receive the bachelor degree please rise and remain standing? Dr. Benson, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that those candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective degrees. Candidates, please be seated. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Marion Underwood, Dean of Graduate Studies.
Today's commencement ceremony is the highlight of the academic calendar. We gather to recognize and celebrate your dedication, hard work, and the glorious achievement of earning your degrees. We know without a doubt that you have gained a great deal of knowledge. However, as Albert Einstein reminds us, imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited to all we know now and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and all there will ever be to know and understand. We hope that you will use your imaginations to pursue new directions, to acquire new knowledge, and then to apply it wisely. I would also like to recognize the tremendous contributions, commitment, and sacrifices of the parents, families, and friends that help make this day a reality. Students succeed not only because of their own efforts, but also because of the support they receive from families and friends. So, to our graduates, their families, congratulations, good luck, good success, and best wishes for your very bright futures. Will all candidates who are to receive master's degrees please rise and remain standing? Dr. Benson, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their master's degrees. Candidates, please be seated. Earlier this week, a special recognition ceremony was conducted for graduating doctoral students. Each student who participated in this ceremony invited his or her advisor and another UTD faculty member to assist me in placing the doctoral hood of their commencement regalia over their heads. The conferral signified the success of the candidate in completing his or her program of studies, leading to the highest academic degree offered by UT Dallas. Since the doctoral recipients are already hooded, it now only remains for them to receive their diplomas. I ask that all doctoral candidates now stand to be recognized. Candidates, please be seated. I now turn the podium back to President Benson.
Thank you, Deans Murphy and Underwood. Now, by the virtue of the authority vested by law on the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System, I confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto, and I offer my sincere congratulations. It is now time for the graduates to take to the stage for the presentation of certificates and diplomas.
Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the Bachelor of Arts degree, please come forward as your name is called. Brittany Michelle Mitchell. Cheyenne Alexandra Montoya. Corey Patrick Braggs. Tatiana J. Harrell. Patricia Camacho. Riley Ann Miller. Priyanka Nitin Hardikar. Hillary Win Mai Dong. Kiera Jasmine Munoz. Erica Tien Tan Win. Krista Walker. Shaquille Damon Henderson. Thomas Acevedo. Vanessa Nalini Acevedo. Daniel Lee Tuan. Richard Ra. Jeremy Danrick Radesma. Elizabeth Ramirez. Ricky Lee Wolf. Catherine Marie Wilds. Janana Bosic. Melanie Vargas. Camilla Williams. Shayla Itzel Salis. Victoria Zhenyang Chong. Gabriella Hope Anderson. Thomas Antoine Wynn. Sanjay Srinivas Umamahesh. Nicholas Allen Straley. Diego Ricardo Morales Ortega. Caitlin Elizabeth Wilson. Michael Edward Henderson. Kennedy Logan Rose. Alejandro Alias Checo. Asim Imran Bukhari. Ida Ferris Kokash. Elizabeth Ann Dudek. Claiborne Earl Arnold. Sandra Fuentes. Leslie Garza. Paloma Govea. Patricia Michelle Gomez. Robert Kim. Sharifa Mazhar Ahmed. Jared Ryan Looper. Tyler William Ledbetter. Norma Ileana de la Fuente. Miriam Kella. Najib Hussein Ghazi. Zachary Wade Myers. Julia Bringas Dural. Alejandra Durant. Amanda Kelly Page. Anita Elizabeth Alex. Miriam Batul Afzal. Leanne Kari Blaylock. Joshua Soto. Rachel Leah Weinstein. Karen Michelle Wright. Candidates from the School of Interdisciplinary Studies receiving the Bachelor of Arts degree, please come forward as your name is called. Sarah Gallant. Stephanie Louise Corsick. Renard Jean Franklin. Imelda Aguirre. Fawaz Akhtar. Nevin Gezgin. Alexandra Alrawi. Elizabeth Sierra Chrysler. Asiya Abdulrahman Pira. Summer Lynn LaBelle. Cara Santucci. Matthew Scott Deacon. Michael Wayne Deacon. Rabia Fatima. Madeline Ray Battle. Jenna Ruth Landry. Luvi Hernandez. Stephanie Isabel Rodriguez. Corey Lene Johnson. Cynthia Diane Mossberg. Stuart Morris Palvido. Mirnaz Ghaffari. Michelle Ramirez. Karen Jeanette Okason. Noor Imad Kadura. Sarah Elizabeth Martinez. Madison Renee Russell. Anthony Tuan Wynn. Lauren Ann Holt.
Whitney Victoria Wolkow. Luis Antonio Sanchez. Joe Anthony Guzman. Courtney Ann Stevens. Justine Marie Tripp. Jarrett Vincent Jones. Neilma M. Jawid. Sergio Emlyn Estrada. Brett Reed Whiteside. Lubna Tareg Mohammed. Jessica Van Mersbergen. Angelica Marie Vela. Cecilia Villanueva. Alexander Buchanan Osborne. Douglas Stephen Butler. Neil Mitesh Desai. Bria Rayanne Bajans. Andrea Elizabeth Carrizales Melendez. Meredith Wingate. Juana Enola Corbin. Tina Trang Nguyen. Alexander Albrecht Minig. Molly Miranda Millsap. Now completing her orbit as the spirit of all comets and the passing of the flame of time. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the Bachelor of Science degree, please come forward as your name is called. Mary Sophia Elizabeth Catatoon. Mark Patrick Paulus. Matthew James Waller. Joshua Tyler Southard. David Aspey. Nicholas Anthony Berriondo. Go Iwata. Amir Owais Kareem. Alex Din Nguyen. Tribal Leningen Herbert. James Dylan Booth. Thomas Michael Flanagan. Kirapreet Sekhan. Jason Mitchell Purcell. Danielle Kathleen Edmonds. Elena Madonna Alvarez. Britton Lee Seawright. Clay Robert Mansell. Ian Ganza Cherutich. Alexander Harold Jacob. Stephen David Jacob. Kylie Ann Holbert. Brandon Scott Jackson. G.O. Lee. Ashton Lee Lawrence. Tiffany Thuy Cam Nguyen. Camille Elise Edwards. Xiaoshan Ma. Samuel C. Weiger. Candidates from the School of Interdisciplinary Studies receiving the Bachelor of Science degree, please come forward as your name is called. Megan Adebisi Badagjo. Kevin Thomas Cherian. Fateh Chima. Sabrina Ahmed. Omar Alejandro Alanis. Lauren Kathleen Davis. Gina Farid Chabaita. Aya Adnan Chaban. Tala A. Chaban. Sama El Namrasi. Sarah Ijaz Ahmed. Nina Adriana Carter. Filza Sheikh Ali. Lindy Nicole Burks. Abigail Lynn Camaro. Yesenia Barrios. Mojisola Alundalame Delano. Diana El Casey. Nitya El Leti. Marika May Ricky Olaso Ueyo. Zeshan Habib. Austin Tan Home. Samantha Kelly DeWeese. Crystal Chidima Ake. Mawish Shajad Fecto. Jorge David Gonzalez. Rohit Alex Epen. Osama Mushtaq Habib. Dada Faye. Marusha Hafiz Khan. Eric Michael Lee. Lillian Ann Nock Lee. Andrew Mark John Jensen. Ivana Kwan Lee. Jacob James Hauser. Yi Ru Ko. Kensei Hosokawa Kim. Priscilla Jamaica. Joanna Sarah John. Mandy Kok. Iman Imran Khan. Uzair Javed. Brian Biji Kurian.
Christina T. Wynn. Joseph Dong Kwa Wynn. Patrick Ma. Irvin Ramon Melendez. Marlene Martinez. Hyatt Khaled Nafal. Victor Joaquim Medina. Carolyn Mai Hung Win. Scott Shinjun Lin. Paola Lozano. Madison Page Angelica McDermott. Ricardo Medrano. Con Lee Win. Farhad Araminajad. Johan John O. Quinhoa Jasmine Win. Vida Patel. Savi Sharma. Arshia Tariq Qureshi. Inas Rashdan. Saeed Mohammed Rashid. Karina Belen Ordonez. Kimya Poramadi. Mishali Patel. Neil Kamlesh Shroff. Manju Pillai. Alexis Nicole Renee. Yusuf Salem. Saipriya Jotindra Patel. Megan Aaron Stern. Priyanka Mariam Tundayath. Benjamin Dean Smith. Allison K. Traina. Yared Astwasong Wandimagan. Mina Takamatsu. Ciara Susan Ladaga Wu. Erin Koi To. Sayeda Sakina Zera. Maham Tarek. Jocelyn Velasco. Monisha Virapanini. Dilan Uttam Talsida. Taylor Ashley Turner. Angela Ruby Lupercio. Brittany Catherine Perkins. Julia Catherine Ridgway. Vi Tui Hong. Antonio Torres. Andrew William Carlson. Ricardo Alberto Martinez Costanza. Payam Zodi. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the Master of Arts degree, please come forward as your name is called. David Keith Janice. Candidates from the School of Interdisciplinary Studies receiving the Master of Arts degree, please come forward as your name is called. Suraya Ramatullah. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the Master of Public Affairs degree, please come forward as your name is called. Alice Monique Presti. Mary Frederica Coleman. Michelle Hanlon. Tashana O'Neill. Christina Eva Binder. Christina Shiroki Rhodes. Cecilia Hernandez. Delisa Ann Seals. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the Master of Public Policy degree, please come forward as your name is called. Ashley R. Harden. Tyler Christian Bonman. Yuhei Zhong. Jacob James Lear. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences degree receiving the Master of Science degree, please come forward as your name is called. Andrew Charles Steenberg. Fengming Liu. Christina Tallulah Lanier. Minsik Chung. Jimmy Farias. Calvana Charisse Jenkins. Jewel Nicole Love. Yulia Tatskaya. Diego Ribeiro Pinto. Sebastian Carlos Fondes Madariaga. Megan Shashikant Kulkarni. Dinesh Chandra Chalasani. Rohit Venkat Gandhi Mendadala. Justin David Moore. Addison Page Larson. Nicholas Paul Talicio. Jian Wang. Xiaoshuan Li. Yuanhui Li. Xiangyu Cao. Adam James Sawyer. Dylan James Campbell. Brentney Brown. Brittany Jasmine Mingo. Terrence Burley. Travis Glenn Nelson. Amy Olms. Sandra Hartman. Lydia Jean Golnack. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the doctoral degree, please come forward as your name is called. Omobolanle Atanuke Feni. Chidike Ahianacho Okim. Amni Sharedi. Santoso Buriman. Xia Si. Zhou Yang. Zeyu Zhang. Shaivya Verma. Kasim Zia Kologlu. This concludes the presentation of degrees. It's now my pleasure to hand the podium over to Dr. Benson.
So congratulations, one and all. I'd like to thank the university staff who planned and executed the commencement ceremonies today and express my appreciation to faculty and administrators who gave of their time today to participate. I would especially like to thank the staff members with the most difficult job of all, reading all of those names. They are our orators, Chris McAlpine, Michael Sines, and Paul Teal. Thank you, gentlemen. And now, comments, we have one last assignment for you. Would you all please rise? And move your tassel from the right side to the left. All right, please be seated, graduates. Let me be the first to offer my warmest congratulations to you and my very best wishes for a prosperous and joyful future. In addition to earning the degree conferred upon you today, you have earned the right to be associated with a very special group of individuals. You may now call yourselves alumni of the University of Texas at Dallas. And I know for a fact that we have some alumni with us today. Could I ask all UT Dallas graduates in the Activity Center to please stand and be recognized? Welcome back. Thank you, alumni. Please be seated. This day marks a wonderful milestone not only in your lives but also in the life of the university. I wish you all the best as you go into your new lives as graduates of the University of Texas at Dallas. Please enjoy your day of celebration with family and friends, and please return to us soon. And now, in your first act as alumni of UT Dallas, I ask you all again to please rise, and I ask our guests to rise as well for the singing of the UT Dallas Alma Mater, led by Mackenzie Flynn.
UT Dallas, orange and green, founders' visionary dream to inflame the sky.
Graduates, please remain standing. Will the audience please be seated? In a moment, the stage party will recess through the rear doors of the auditorium, after which our new graduates will also recess. Graduates, please pay attention to the staff of the Office of the Registrar as they ask you to exit one row by one row. Once the graduates have left, friends and family may leave from the doors from where you entered, exit out the north entrance, and turn right. You may join your graduate on the campus mall. Please enjoy the music of the Encore Brass as the ceremony closes.